Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and do a what you don't see coming next, okay? So if that interests you, stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's going to have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this. Now, we have the clean slate, the fresh start. This is a clear canvas, okay? This is something being wiped clean. That could be something that's happening here. Maybe what you don't see coming next is a clear chance or a fresh start or something here. Maybe there's going to be a new beginning that you just didn't see coming, all right, for whatever reason. I am getting the energy here possibly of starting over, okay? So maybe you are going to start over with something and you weren't expecting to. That is for somebody. Some of you guys could be painting, putting a fresh coat on something, maybe getting your car painted or detailed or wrapped or something. You could be working on furniture. I'm getting like furniture staining, like stripping something down, staining something. Some of you guys could be working on a deck or a dock, okay? I don't know. I'm getting energy of like keeping your hands busy here. Okay, there's something about that, like wanting to keep your hands busy, wanting to focus on what you want to focus on. Now, for some reason, they're showing me the movie Scarface, which has come up in the collective recently. So maybe that movie is significant. Maybe somebody here is from Cuba, or maybe Al Pacino is just really significant for somebody. But they are giving me that scene from Scarface where he's in the bubble bath and he's like, I know he says for sure, who do I trust? Me. Right? But then I think he says, who has my back? Me. Something like that. Gemini, I feel like you feel like you're a lone wolf out here. Like you are definitely, like nobody fights harder for you than you. Nobody's checking for you more than you. Nobody's making sure you're okay more than you. It's really giving this energy of like you looking out for yourself here. Well, I'm going to stop trying to burn that. Yeah, it's giving this energy of you looking out for yourself. Maybe you don't feel like you can trust a lot of people. Maybe you don't feel like a lot of people are there for you, okay? Some of you guys could be like, yeah, people are all too willing to take, or, you know, when I can be there for them in their time of need, it's wonderful. But then the first chance they'll get, they'll discard me or they'll leave me. It's not the best kind of mindset, but some of you guys, this is pushing you into self-preservation or self-protective energy, okay? I'm also getting the energy of maybe, I don't know why, but I'm getting like cappuccinos, I'm getting cold foam, I'm getting like a barista or something, so that could be significant for somebody. But there's an energy here of wanting to make something at home for cheaper. I don't know why I'm getting that. Like maybe some of you are, you love cappuccinos, right? You love lattes, you like them fancy coffees, but at $10 a pop is just not feasible for your budget because some of you are saving up for something special, okay? And there's an energy here of like, I'm gonna have to start learning how to make this at home. Maybe you get like a little Nespresso or a Keurig or something and you start making these coffees at home and you actually find out they're better. It's something like that. You know, like maybe some of you guys really like smash burgers. Let's use that as an example. You really like smash burgers, but you can't afford to go eat out at whatever smash burger restaurant you like. You got to make it at home. So you learn how to make it at home and it turns out you like it better and it's cheaper. It's more economical, okay? There's something like that going on for somebody, like learning to make something at home or learning to do something yourself, okay? There could be something there with that. Maybe you're learning how to groom your dog, because I'm getting somebody grooming a dog or washing a dog or something. You used to take it to the groomers. You're like, well, how hard can that be, right? I swear, y'all, those are my famous, infamous last words. I swear that's gonna be my last words, right? How hard can that be? Like, I swear that's what I think about that when it comes to everything. And I am consistently disappointed when I find out that, yes, it's actually harder than I thought it would be. It's always harder than what I thought it would be. But for some reason, my brain always minimizes how hard something is actually going to be. So I'll get myself into all these huge projects, doing all this thing. Perfect example is Baku's cage, 120 gallon tank. I'm only 5'1", barely. Okay, the tank's taller than me practically. Like, how in the world did I think I was gonna be able to set that up? I had to instill my brother's help with the actual shelf part, but the cage I did by myself without directions, guys. I looked at the pictures, there were no directions. So In that circumstance, it wasn't actually harder than I thought it would be, but the shelf was definitely harder than I thought it would be. I don't know. I'm always getting myself into trouble like that. Maybe some of you guys are like that. You're like, how hard can it be? Making bread from scratch, making donuts from scratch, right? How hard can it be making pie crust? I don't know. Some of you guys already know how to do that stuff. For me, I don't know how to do any of that. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Let's stop talking and let's get something here. We're gonna get some angel numbers. Okay, what is this reading? Oh yeah, what Gemini doesn't see coming. Oh, what Gemini don't see coming next, Spirit. Let's get something all the way in the back. How about 975? Feels like a good one. Okay, somebody could have been born in 1975. We have trust in the power of heaven. Your angels are close to you. Okay, I don't think that's something you don't see coming. That could just be maybe confirmation from Spirit, or Spirit just trying to say, yeah, trust in the power of heaven. Trust that everything's going to work out for you, Gemini. Okay, let's get another one here. 451. Some of you could have been born on the 4th, right? Could have been born in 1951. You guys know the deal. It says you must be prepared to make changes in order for the miracles you need to be brought to you. Ooh, okay. So we do have that, right? We have a clean slate. We have wiping something clean, starting from scratch. Yes. For some of you guys, you have changes that you want to bring into your life. You have miracles that you want to see manifest. These are not small things for some of you guys. These are big things. Like some of you guys want to buy a house. You want to maybe get a degree in something. Maybe you want to, there's a health goal you have, perhaps for some of you. It feels like you really want to take a big leap. Okay, you want to get from here to here. Spirit is saying it's completely feasible for you to get from here to here, Gemini, but you are going to have to make some kind of change. You need to be prepared for this. Which makes me feel like, I don't know why I saw the Tower card when I read that, but in my mind's eye, I did. So there could be something that's going to change beyond your will. Like you're not going to really have a choice in this. This is going to happen and you need to be prepared for these changes. But just know that this is actually helping bring some kind of miraculous blessing or something to your life that you've actually wanted. Like you've wanted these miracles to occur. They're going to, but I'm almost getting the energy of like it's going to cost you. You're going to have to step out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to change something drastically, okay? All right, guys, what do we have here? What does Gemini not see coming? If we can get some messages about that. How about 215? Okay. 215 says you are in a space to overcome your fears. Have faith. You are moving through this in order to move up. Yeah, that's really echoing the same thing that we just got, right? There's going to be something where you do have to face your fear. You do have to take a daring leap of faith here. Step out of your comfort zone. Prepare for this change, or just accept it when it comes, right? Acceptance can be scary, but it is something that makes things a lot easier. It helps with the process of surrendering so that Spirit can work in your life, because I feel like that's what's happening here. There's some kind of divine intervention, guys, okay? I'm feeling that very strongly. The Tower, first of all, is divine intervention for me. So there's something here with that, where Spirit's trying to intervene and trying to shift you to the timeline that you really do want. It's your highest and greatest good. Plus, this is something that is in your heart's desire. You might not see the ways to get there, but it takes some drastic changes, and some of these changes could be scary, right? So it's giving that kind of energy. It's giving the kind of energy of like, y'all, this is what it's given to me. And this is just a simplified, example. So please take this as it resonates. But it's giving the energy of somebody who wants a certain job. They want a new job, or they want something. They want something that feels like they're passionate about it, right? But they just don't see that. And they've been in the same job for a really long time. Well, all of a sudden there's some kind of cuts or layoffs or whatever, and they're on the chopping block. This is a huge Tower for them. They were not expecting this, and it feels devastating. Yeah, they're okay, but it's like, for how long will I be okay? And what do I do now? They're out there just like a compass spinning. They don't know what direction they're going to go in. And this feels like this was a huge misfortune, okay? Well, they're out there on the job hunt, and then they run into an opportunity where they actually really like this, and this is something that they're excited about, and they feel passionate about this. And yeah, they got to start from the ground up, but you know what? It's like, it's something new. It's fresh. And then, they're whistling while they work, right? And they're going along, and then months, maybe a year or whatever down the line, they look back and they're like, wow, I'm really happy in the space that I'm at. And had I not had that tower, that completely destructive moment come in and radically change something, I would have never ran into this opportunity. I wouldn't even been looking for it. It's like not knowing where you're going, but still ending up where you need to be because Spirit's leading you here, okay? That's what I'm getting very strongly. Now, we don't normally do 4 angel numbers, but we are going to today. Just because the first one felt like a little, I don't know, underwhelming. So what does Gemini not see coming, guys? How about 452, okay? Angel wisdom is encouraging you to share your truth that you have been holding in your heart. Openness will allow divine guidance in. So some of you guys, you know, what you don't see coming, you won't speak your truth, or somebody's going to speak their truth to you. Okay? This could be something that has been being held on to. They're showing me from the aesthetic oracle, they're showing me the message in the bottle. You or somebody has been bottling up communication. You've been bottling up something that you want to say. For whatever reason. Maybe you don't want the conflict. Maybe you don't want to give somebody the satisfaction of hearing the truth of your heart, right? There's a lot of ego that's involved in there. Maybe you're not sure how something is going to turn out, perhaps. There's fears surrounding this. You got to be vulnerable. You got to be open, right? But there's something here where Spirit's encouraging you to share the truth that is in your heart that you've been holding on to, Gemini. This openness is going to allow divine guidance in. This openness is going to help you see something in a clearer way, and you're going to feel better, right? Because when we're holding on to stuff, we block the energetic flow, guys. And when we block the flow, we're blocking our pipeline, right? Which is where opportunities and energy can move through. And if there's something blocking it, everything gets kind of like piled up. So, you know, it's better sometimes just let the energy flow, even if we don't know which way it's gonna go. Okay, look at me rhyming out here on these streets. All right, let's get the animal messages. We haven't done one of these in a second. Well, since the preview, but still, okay. Animal message. Oh yeah, animal message for Gemini gang. What they don't see coming, or just whatever you want them to know, Spirit, okay? But we are trying to keep with the theme of what they do not see coming next. Animal message here for Gemini gang. Animal message for Gemini gang, please. Animal message for Gemini gang. Okay, let's see. Animal message. Oh. What message do we have for Gemini gang? Okay, we have the shark. Surprise, surprise. I'm saying that because I swear I saw it in my mind's eye. I should have said it. Damn it. That would have been awesome. But I didn't. Okay, I did not. Look, we have the raccoon. I love raccoons. They are the cutest little animals. But you know what? Raccoons, they wear masks. They hide their emotions. Just like the last angel number said. They hold it in. Maybe they're a little skittish. I don't know. Maybe they feel comfortable in the darkness, right? They feel comfortable not being seen. That's why a lot of their late night activities happen. Going through your garbage can, tapping on your windows, things like that. I mean, I don't know if they tap on windows, but I would assume they would, okay? But there's something here with this where it's like we don't want to emotionally be seen. We don't want to be vulnerable for whatever reason, okay? What you don't see coming next is you might be forced to. You might not have a choice in this. I don't know how that would happen, guys, but that's kind of the energy I'm getting because I feel like this raccoon will do anything it can not to be seen, all right? So that could be significant for somebody, but this could also be somebody else's energy in regards to you. You know how tarot works, guys, that the energy is fluid. It might not apply for you. It might apply for somebody that's connected to you. This could be somebody on the outskirts, at a distance, hiding in the darkness, kind of lurking, not really knowing what to say or what to do. They want to come forward, but they're scared to be vulnerable. I'd be scared to come towards that too, though. Gotta be honest with you, right? If they're facing the shark, I mean, I'm just saying. Okay? So shark energy, some of you guys could really connect with shark energy. The shark could be one of your animal totems. You could like Shark Week, who doesn't? There could be this energy here though of needing to face your fears. That's what the shark is talking about, facing your fears. You feel like something is encircling you, right? And until you face this, I think this card actually does directly talk about communication. So I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Until you do this, it's like it's gonna feel like it's encircling you, getting closer and closer, like it's a pressure, you know? So that could be significant for somebody. Some some of you guys can feel very vulnerable right now, and you don't like that. It's like being out in open water, just floating around, you know? But the thing with me personally, when I see sharks, guys, is it's not the shark necessarily, it's the fear surrounding the shark. Sharks get a bad reputation. Will they tear you up? Absolutely. So will a house cat, given the opportunity. And house cats quite possibly have more disdain for you than actual sharks, okay? I'm just saying. House cats merely tolerate you because you give them belly rubs from time to time and you feed them. Like, they don't really like us, okay? Just feel like that needs to be known. But there's an energy here of feeling like maybe something is bigger than what it actually is. You know, like this shark is scarier than it actually is, right? I've made something in my mind to be worse than it actually is. And we can do that sometimes when we're thinking in our ego space, when we're making fear-based decisions or having fear-based thoughts. Yes, we can amplify our fears. We can amplify the negativity here. We can project on that something is worse than it actually is, okay? So there could be something like that going on here. We're going to find out, okay? Let's get to the shark energy. We got to get to the water. Oh, look, y'all. Okay, come on now. Let me get some coffee. Sorry, I'm drinking iced coffee and it was icy. All right, so the shark. Directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. The shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest or to be totally ourselves or to say something that we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, and mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky and destructive. To bring into balance, honesty. You know what this makes me think of? A little raccoon buddy, okay? Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending that nothing is wrong, right? There's an energy here of, again, hiding your truth away, hiding your feelings, hiding your emotions, maybe because you don't feel like anybody will care, number one. Maybe number two, you don't feel like it's going to solve anything, right? And maybe number three, you just don't want to be exposed. You don't want to be open like that. You feel like if I go out there in these deep waters, right, which is emotions, okay, and I expose myself, there's going to be a shark that's going to get me, statistically, right? Facts say that, but more oftentimes than not, that's not actually the case. I mean, honestly, the dolphins will probably get you before the sharks do. I'm just saying, okay? I just really like sharks, and I feel like they have a bad reputation, so I'm always going to be in their corner. But I'm also not going to go swim with them, so take that as you will, okay, Gemini? Let's go ahead and break this down like a pound. We might look into the aesthetic. I'm not sure. Maybe the aesthetic too. Because this aesthetic too packs a hard punch, and we do got some shadow energy that we've already seen. We will see, though. We are going to look into the tea leaves. Okay, so tea leaves. I don't know why I'm seeing Fester Adams, but I am. So maybe the Adams family is significant to you. Maybe Fester Adams in general is significant. Okay, I don't know. All right, let's move on though. What does Gemini not see coming here? What does Gemini not see coming? It's funny too, because really when I think about it with that shark, it's like, yeah, you might not see that shark coming, you know? You might not. It does say that. Didn't it say that? I don't feel like getting the book back out, but didn't the first sentence of this card say the shark energy is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it? I have this sneaking suspicion, guys, that you are going to be forced to be vulnerable or to be open or to speak your truth in regards to something. I don't know what this is talking about. We'll find out. But it feels very strongly like the shark is coming, right? Like you're going to have to confront this. And it might turn out not being as bad as you thought it was. That's what's crazy about this. And this could be something that gives you like a clean slate or a fresh start or even closure, right? Or an energy of like, okay, well, we can move on now because we know what that was. And, you know, not knowing was actually scarier than knowing, right? So I don't know. For some of you guys, there might be like a cancer screening or something, or like a medical test or something like that. I don't know. Maybe this isn't for you. Maybe this is for somebody you know. There's something here about not wanting to get it done because you don't want to know. This could even be a pregnancy test, right? Like, I don't want to know. I'll just find out when I'm 9 months pregnant and the baby's about to come out. I don't got time for this. Some of you guys could feel that way though. You could feel like you don't want to take the test, or you don't want to know because then you have to deal with the reality of the situation, guys. It's called avoidance, all right? That's what that is. All right, let's see. What does Gemini not see coming? What does Gemini not see coming, Spirit? What does Gemini not see coming? I swear I've had that song stuck in my head this entire reading so far. Surprise, 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 surprise. I don't know why I've had that song. Maybe there's about to be a surprise, guys. What does Gemini not see coming here? Any day now. Oh, okay. We have the Carriage. That's Chariot energy, Cancerian energy, possibly. All right, we do have water energy out here, although sharks typically speak of Scorpio for me. We have the Journey, either physical or mental, shamanic, vision quest, personal growth, and a road trip. So yeah, some of you guys could be taking a trip. That's something you don't see coming. You don't see a journey here that's about to happen, or the closing of a journey, a start of a journey, but it feels like you don't see a journey that's about to take place here, all right? Some of you guys could have a vision, all right? Downright maybe hallucination. I don't know. It depends. If some of you guys are taking that, what are those, mushrooms or whatever, or what is that other one called? Ayahuasca, I think it is what it is. Maybe you're tripping balls, okay? But there's something here about like a hallucination, but it's showing you something. Maybe some of you guys meditate, okay? Or you astral travel or something, and whatever this is like you go to a far off land. Like it shows you something that you weren't expecting to see. Some of you guys could go on a trip, like, and I mean like literally spiritually, mentally, a trip, and you could come face to face with it, with whatever it is that you've been avoiding, like you've been fearing. I don't know. There's something like that for somebody here. Some of you guys might run into somebody when you are not expecting this, guys. This is what I'm getting. This is not for everybody, but for some of you guys, there could be this energy of you run into somebody and there's no fucking way they should be there. There's no way. It's like you go on a trip, you decide to go on a road trip like 2 hours away or something, and you run into somebody that lives like 4 or 5 hours away, or they live in a completely different area. It's like, why are you here? How are you here? Why are you here? What, you know, it's giving that kind of energy. And maybe you've been avoiding this person, and so now you're face to face with them, and it's like, oh shit, you know? There's something like that. There's an energy of like running into somebody that there's no fucking way you should be running into this person, but you do. Like maybe you go to a concert or a retreat or an event or something, and it's like you guys happen to be at the same place at the same time, and you're like, what in the world is happening? That is for somebody, okay? That's not for everybody. But there is a journey here that you're not expecting, or a trip, a road trip, something like that. It doesn't have to be a road trip, okay? It could just be a trip. But you're not expecting something when it comes to movement or travel. What else can we see here? What is Gemini not expecting? We have the Parrot. False friends, bird bitches. Someone will gossip about all your secrets in the telephone game. La téléphone. Some of you guys might hear something about yourself and it's like you didn't expect to hear that. Okay, some of you guys could have expected to hear a lot of things about yourself, but not that. What do we have on the bottom of the deck? We have March, Pisces, Aries energy. I'm not, look, we have lurking from a distance, the vase, the lion, take time to, or no, it says act now, time to act. You know, I don't know why this Parrot energy would be in something that you don't see coming. I feel like you're going to hear something that you didn't expect to hear. I don't know if this is necessarily going to be about you, though. Okay? I feel like somebody might tell you something that you're not expecting to hear, and it's gossip about somebody else. You might not have even been asking for it, right? Like, you're just having a conversation with somebody, and they're like, oh my gosh, did you hear about so-and-so? And you're like, no. You're like, yeah, they had XYZ happen. And you're like, oh shit, right? Could be something like that. Some of you guys might run into somebody, again, that you're not expecting. There's no way you should be seeing this person where you're at, okay? But you run into them and you get some kind of tea. I feel very strongly that there's tea that's coming your way that you're not expecting, okay? With this parrot energy. Some of you guys might have a parrot. You might see a parrot, okay? In some places, you can see parrots out in the wild. So maybe you see a parrot, maybe you find a parrot feather. I don't know, but there's something about that. What else do we have here for what Gemini do not see coming? Okay, what doesn't Gemini see coming here, Spirit? Let's get another one. Something popped. We have the butterfly, a change for the better, a complete shift, signs, and you may feel scared, but it's all going to work out. Wow. Okay, yeah, you might feel scared here, Gemini, right? We have that shark energy, but it is all going to work out for you. So there's a change for the better that you're not seeing here. I'm really wondering what this parrot energy is about. Because I can see the carriage, I can see the butterfly, but the parrot here, we have unsuccessful plans. It could be what you're hearing, what you don't see coming is to find out that something didn't work out for somebody else. Maybe they had a business fall apart. Maybe they had a marriage fall apart. Maybe you find out that somebody had some kind of negative plan for you or some kind of plot for you. You didn't know about it, but hey, it didn't work out, and then you find out about it. I feel like this is a third party that's telling you something. Okay, so even if you run into somebody, yeah, I just got a jump in my stomach of like nervousness out of nowhere. So somebody might be nervous to tell you something. You might run into somebody again, and then they divulge this secret here that, yeah, somebody had like not great intentions towards you. Some of you guys might be finding out that somebody is all tied up and stuck. What is this parrot? An old man with happiness. Okay. This could be about an older man, okay? This could be something gonna make you happy. I don't know, Gemini. I don't know why it would make you happy that somebody's life is falling apart. Hey, to each their own. But it feels like that, though. Or this could be an older man that's delivering this news to you, okay? An older man could be telling you something didn't work out, and you might be like, oh, okay, right? Maybe you're feeling happy about that for whatever reason. Maybe it didn't need to work out. Maybe it was toxic, whatever it was, okay? One more for this parrot, and then we're going to move on to another deck because I'm just very curious about this parrot energy. What is this for what Gemini doesn't see coming? We have the hammock, a vacation with a new broom, but this feeling burnt out is really highlighted for me. Guys, it feels like you're finding out that something didn't work out for somebody else, or something ended, but something new is beginning, or this is causing a new beginning. Like you're hearing about some kind of major change here. Also, this could be a major change for you that's happening. There could be a move, there could be travel, a change for the better, and people are gossiping about that. But what gets me, though, is why wouldn't you see that coming, though, right? Of course, people, I don't know, Gemini, to each their own, but I kind of just naturally assume that people are gossiping about Gemini energy. We got so many damn bird bitches flocking around us. It just makes sense, right? So many lurkers, channel sponsor, people are always spying. It's like, of course they're gossiping. Of course they're running their mouths, right? So this is not something that I wouldn't see coming. That's why I feel like it's something about somebody else. Okay? I feel like you're finding out something about somebody else. I'm going to stick to it, guys. I'm going to stick to my heart here. Stick to my guns. Let's look into the aesthetic too. Ooh, this could make this reading go left really quickly. Okay? So we're going to see. What does Gemini not see coming here? What does Gemini not see coming? What does Gemini not see coming, Spirit? What does Gemini not see coming? What does Gemini not see coming? There's like a facing something here, guys. I gotta be honest, right? Yeah, some of you guys, there's a journey. Look at the little sea turtle, and they're just starting out. That's what I'm talking about. For some of you guys, there's about to be a new start, a fresh start, a new journey here. Or some of you guys really are gonna take a road trip, or you're gonna travel somewhere. But there's like a confronting or a facing energy, facing your deepest fears. Like some of you guys, if you do run into somebody that maybe you haven't seen in a while and you didn't expect to see them at this place in time, you're just very shocked. Like, is that really you? I'm getting somebody being like, is that you? It's almost like this is your biggest fear, realize. You know, like you never wanted to see this person again, or you didn't know how it would be if you ever ran into them again. And you have, it's almost like it happens though, and it almost feels like it's not as bad as what you thought it was going to be. Like you've maybe thought about this day of like, if I ever run into this person, how this would go down, how I would feel. I feel like you run literally smack dab right into somebody, and it's actually not as bad. And this person could be like driving through and they had to make a stop and they just happened to make a stop. But that's that divine intervention that I was talking about. Like Spirit made that happen, okay? So Spirit could be trying to get you to meet somebody or see somebody or run into somebody or confront a situation, whether you like it or not. And I feel like a lot of spiritual strings were pulled to make this happen. This was like not easy to make this happen, but it happens, guys, okay? So what does Gemini not see coming, Spirit? Be gentle, please. What does Gemini not see coming here? What does Gemini not see coming? We have star power. Nice. I'll take it, okay? Yeah, we have Beam Me Up, Scotty, on the bottom of the deck. Somebody's name could be Scott, okay? It almost feels like something about to take off, right? With that carriage energy, that's chariot energy, that is progressive movement forward, that is success, that's freedom, that's, paving a way forward, a trailblazing type of energy with the carriage. And then with the star power, it's like, yeah, there's something that's about to blow up for you. Some of you, this could be recognition, this could be something going viral, this could be something taking off like drastically and you don't see this coming. Even if you've been working at something for a while, it's like, well, it's steady and I don't mind it. You know what I mean? Like it's steady and I like it. It could be that kind of energy, but it takes off. This could be somebody reaching out to you. Maybe somebody's heard about you, okay? And they reach out to you and they're like, hey, would you like to collab or would you like to be, I'm hearing guest appearance. So please, that's not for everybody, but I'm hearing like a guest appearance, okay? Or you're going to be the star guest of honor. There's something like that going on. Some of you guys might have to go somewhere you've never been for this, which is possibly why you run into somebody that you're not expecting to, okay? Some of you guys, yeah, you might have to travel somewhere else. Maybe you're going to have to take a flight or something. But it feels like it's a good thing that's got you to travel, or it's a good thing that's blowing up. It's a good thing that's moving forward for you, okay? You could have been feeling like you were striking out a lot. Maybe just in love and emotions and whatever area, guys, and maybe in finances. You felt like you were striking out, but I feel like that's about to change. There's a change for the better. Oh yeah, there's a change on the horizon. Don't count us out yet, boys, okay? That's the kind of energy I'm getting. I don't know why I'm seeing young guns, but young guns could be significant. Okay? All right. What does Gemini not see coming here? What does Gemini not see coming? Let's get another card out here. What does Gemini not see? Okay, what is this? Okay. We got creeper energy. We got a lurker, okay? And this is a creepy one. This is a creepy lurker. I'm not gonna lie. This card always makes me feel like... Listen, guys, I'm getting a couple messages, so I'm gonna try to do this, okay? But this card always makes me feel like this is the point of view. We're looking at somebody from the street. We're on the street looking in at somebody and we can see their silhouette inside their house, okay? Like we feel like this person here is the creeper, but actually we're the creeper because we're the ones looking at this person. And that leads me to the message I was getting about this parrot. Getting a view into somebody's life. I don't know how it happens. You don't see it coming, okay? This could be, again, some kind of information that's brought to you somehow. But it does feel like there's like a voyeurism almost, okay? I don't know. Make sure your windows are closed, right? But there is something about that. But what you don't see coming too, for some of you, somebody has been watching you for a while. They've really stayed in the shadows here. Maybe because, again, they're afraid of what will happen if they reveal themselves. They're afraid of what will happen if they're vulnerable here with the raccoon. You know, guys, honestly, y'all are probably like, right? But we've mentioned the raccoon so much, I just feel like we need to read it. So fast forward if you want to, okay? It says, talented, shadowy, and in hiding. The raccoon energy is at play within all artists to a greater or lesser degree. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue surrounding self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in the artist's favor. Other times it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I'm ready to grow into something more? The raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. When in balance, generous friend and exceptional artist. When out of balance, competitive and a starving artist. To bring into balance, make new work. Yeah, some of you guys, that actually makes a lot of sense, and I'm happy that I read that. Here, buddy, you can go there. Because for some of you guys here, there's this energy of being seen, allowing yourself to be seen. But I'm also getting the energy of possibly being discovered here for something that you do. You're going to be discovered. And that could be somebody's like your dream, but also low-key your greatest fear, because now you have to be seen. For some of you guys, you're afraid to branch out and do something new because you're afraid that your audience won't get it or people around you won't get it. Like if you do art or music or something like that, it's like, what if I want to do something different, right? And it doesn't work out, okay? There could be something there with that. I'm also getting, again, that confronting energy here of having to be seen, but being scared to be seen. So maybe wearing a little bit of a mask, but it feels very strongly like somebody kind of stays in the shadows of your life, Gemini. They don't really reveal themselves because of the fears that they have surrounding being exposed. And what you don't see coming is somebody might be taking a chance here, flipping a coin, like, I'm going to go ahead and go for it. That's what I'm getting. And if Gemini is a prickly little cactus that pokes me, well, I guess I'm just going to have to accept that. Like somebody's going to go for it. I'm going to give it a go is what I'm hearing. Okay. Let's get one more. What doesn't Gemini see coming? One more for what Gemini does not see coming, Spirit. One more. Okay, we have breaking news. Breaking news. Something is being like discovered here, right? That's what I'm getting. I don't know, guys, okay? I'm just a humble tarot reader, right? But I feel like there's something here that is about to be discovered or brought to the surface that was hidden for a while, okay? And you might have had some kind of inkling, almost is what I'm getting, but you weren't sure. You're going to be confronted with this information. Like this is going to come out, okay? I hope you guys can see everything on the board because there's like a glare and I can hardly see. I'm hoping I got this as center as possible here, okay? Anyways, yeah, there's breaking news here, and it's maybe somebody has, you know, found something out, discovered something. So you're about to get some tea. I told you, I feel that very strongly. There's tea that's coming out. Some of you guys, what you don't see coming is some breaking news in your community or in your area that it's like, it's a little shocking. Maybe it's your fears come to light or something. There could be a peeping Tom, or there could be somebody who, I don't know, guys, be aware. Make sure your doors are locked. Make sure your windows are locked. Make sure your windows are closed. Because I don't know why I'm getting somebody creeping around at night and breaking news about this. Maybe breaking into cars. But there is going to be a change for better. So possibly this person gets caught or something. Okay. Maybe you have some kind of tip and something like that. Somebody could be interviewed on the news. I don't know, y'all. Okay. This reading is like kind of all over the place. All right. What is this carriage? I feel very strongly this is like travel, or it's a journey or something moving ahead really quickly here. What is this carriage? Okie dokie. We have three. So we're moving on from something, right? We're moving on from something. Somebody is turning their pain into power. You might not see that right now, Gemini. Right now, you might just see pain. Right now, you might be suffering a lot or feeling a little bitter even. Maybe feeling angry, okay? Like that dragon, it's ready to roasty toasty somebody, okay? Like there's an energy here of just feeling like a little bit angry or upset about how something has played out, but this pain is turning into power. You're going to push past this and move forward. Something's going to work out for you. I feel like some of you guys are going to decide to stop dwelling on something, stop being upset about something. If you're really upset about something that bad, Gemini, then you need to do something about it. And if there's nothing that you can do, then you just have to accept it and you have to let it go and move forward. And I feel like it's one of those two options. That's what you're going to do. Some of you guys have to accept something for what it is, which means you're going to have to accept your part that you played in it, or accept that this even happened to you at all. Because if you are unwilling to face some kind of emotion because it makes you the bad guy, you have to admit that you hurt somebody. It's not easy, right? But you can learn and grow from that experience. There's also an energy of, admitting that something happened to you, but that making you feel vulnerable, like that person got the best of me or that situation got the best of me, and there's like a shame element. So whichever one it is, but there's some kind of shame attached to something here, but we're pushing past that with the Two of Wands. We're seeing, what else is out there in a bright world for us, right? Because you do have a lot of options or opportunities that could be coming up on the table here. Yeah, we're persevering, guys. We're pushing forward with the strength energy, okay? We're showing a lot of strength. We're showing a lot of fortitude here, courage to move ahead. We're taming the beast within. It's like, we got this, right? We're taking a hold of the storm here. That's what I'm getting, guys, okay? And make sure you're checking your weather before you travel, okay? Because some of you guys, it might just be better to stay at home. I don't know, that's for somebody. But I do feel like a sense of harmony and a rebalance that's coming back into your energy, guys. You're moving past. That carriage is giving sail away big time, okay? And you're moving past something and you're feeling a lot better. You're feeling more connected with yourself. Some of you guys are really focusing on the things that you can control, right? I may not be able to control my emotions. I may not be able to control this situation, but I can control how clean my closet is. I'm going to go clean that thing out. I'm going to go organize my cupboard. I'm going to go, I don't know, organize my DVD collection alphabetically, or by genre, okay? I'm going to clean out my video games and put everything in a case. I'm going to dust the shelves. It's like some of you guys are doing something very physical with your hands here, that strength energy, to kind of help you push past something. Like, I can control what's in my environment, okay? My immediate environment. I can't control much else. There's something about that, but this is helping you, okay? I feel like a sense of healing here that's happening with this strength and this Three of Swords and the carriage. And this could have been a vision, or not a vision, but a quest that you went on. It's been a journey. This is a healing journey that I feel like you're finally coming towards the end of. Now, granted, healing never stops. We continuously heal throughout our life, right? But it feels like you were at a really big, intense part of this healing journey, and you're it's slowing down a little bit now, okay? So that is what I'm feeling, guys. Some of you guys what you don't see coming is you're going to be helping somebody in their time of need. I don't feel like you know this person. This could be a complete stranger. There could be somebody on the side of the road stranded. You could unfortunately see an accident in front of you. You pull off to the side. You run to their vehicle. You help them in some kind of way. There's something here where you might be helping somebody. Look. The Chariot with the Page of Swords. Yeah, some of you guys might see something and you might spring into action without even thinking. But I actually feel like you save somebody or you help somebody or something like that, guys. I also feel like you might be traveling and you might run into somebody that you're not expecting. You're looking for the nearest exit. You're like, how can I get out of here? Some of you might be confronted with your pain, confronted with seeing somebody that you're not expecting to see, but you realize how strong you actually are. Okay, guys, what is this parrot? Let's keep it moving like Susan, guys, because we got a lot of things going on here. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Something comes in quick. Some kind of communication. That is communication here. We have Gemini. The Lovers. This could be happening in Gemini season. Could be happening in Leo season too. That's all coming up now. But Gemini season very strongly for this actually happening. If you're hearing about something, can't help but notice there's tornadoes in both of these. So for those of you that, It even looks like that's a tornado there. But for those of you where that happens around you, tornadoes, be aware. I mean, I don't know if there's a certain season. I'm sure there is. Just like there's hurricane season, there's got to be a tornado season. But maybe it can happen at any time. I don't really know. We don't get a lot of tornadoes here in Florida. We got other things like meth heads and alligators and high taxes, high fucking car insurance, okay? That's enough to deal with. But I feel like there's something here where there could be a storm, okay? I'm just seeing that. So take it as it resonates. I feel like communication is going to come in. Again, this could be about somebody from your past, maybe. Somebody that you were very much connected to with that lover's energy. But this could also be somebody from your past delivering this information to you. This could be a fellow Gemini. Nine of Swords here. Somebody could be gossiping about your love life. You could hear that maybe a lover, somebody that you really cared about, gossiped about you. That's something I'm seeing. Overall, general message, guys. Let's keep it general. There's the channel sponsor. I feel like you're going to get some information about somebody that you were once connected to. Again, maybe that they're going through it. Maybe that something isn't going well for them for whatever reason. Okay? What is this communication that comes flying in from a distance with that Eight of Wands? What is this communication that Gemini is not expecting, doesn't see coming with this parrot gossip energy? We have the Star. Ooh, Aquarius. Some of y'all are going to find out that somebody has walked away from somebody else. Could be an Aquarius that's telling you this. Or this is about an Aquarius. Somebody's healing from something. Gossip could be that you're healing from something. You know, you hit the ground running. Didn't look like it phased you at all. Looks can be deceiving, guys. You know? I feel like that's so... It's easy to do that. It's easy to think that when we see people laughing, singing, dancing, living their life, that they're not actually hurting inside. But, you know... Us sensitive beings, us empaths, we can see beyond that. We can see the deepness of situations, and it feels like there could be something like that going on here. Okay? Yeah, somebody walked away and walked smack dab into their wish fulfillment, or they're going to. Yeah, you might find out that something is not working out for somebody, and somehow this works in your favor. I don't know how, guys. King of Pentacles. Maybe, okay, because I'm getting a couple things. I'm just trying to give all the angles, guys. I feel like for some of you, this could be finding out that somebody is no longer with somebody and now it's your opportunity to shine. I don't know, guys. Maybe this is just like two ships passing in the night. Like you just never had an opportunity to be with this person. Had you had an opportunity to be with them, you would have, but they were married or they were wrapped up in other things. They didn't have time and you weren't, you know, trying to get involved in that third party messy crap. So you went on about your life. You could be hearing that this person is no longer attached to somebody. That's for somebody, guys. That's not for everybody. Let's move on. What is this butterfly energy for what Gemini does not see coming? A change for the better. What is this? We have the Two of Wands. Well, your options are opening up here. There's movement here, you know? There's a change for a better in a situation that's attached to your past, guys. That has been a very consistent message here, okay? Something from your past, possibly even your childhood. Maybe this is something you've been dealing with since your childhood, and you're finally being able to let something go or move on. This could be a mystery that's been solved as well. Some of you guys could be in therapy right now and you crack something open when it comes to your inner childhood trauma, and it's like, I can face this, it's hard. But I can face this now and I can move forward. There's something like that. There's a release here and a transformation energy, but it's like also a new beginning at the same time. It's like because we've released this, we can instantly start moving forward. So something, yeah, that's what it's feeling like. There's an expansion or there's growth here, but it's attached to your past somehow. You were very resistant to this change for whatever reason, or you were very resistant to see whatever this was. If this was attached to like childhood trauma, yeah, you blocked it out. You didn't want to see it or you didn't want to know about it, but actually facing it helps you, okay? What is this change for the better that Gemini doesn't see coming? What is this change for the better that Gemini does not see coming? What is this change for the better? Okay, what is this change for the okie dokie? We have the Four of Cups. I thought this was going to be a Six of Cups. I was about to be like, you son of a biscuit eater. Four of Cups, yeah, where something was a missed opportunity, something was not working out before, it's going to be. And it's going to happen very fast with the Knight of Swords. You might have never expected this to come back, come around, come into play, have another opportunity, work out. There's something like that, like you'd given up on this. Oh, well, shit happens. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. There's almost like a very frustrating situation here is what I'm getting. I mean, look how frustrated he looks, right? He looks stressed. There's like a really frustrating situation here that you're not expecting a resolution in regards to. There's no way we can come back from this. It's over. It's done. No, I can't do this, right? I don't know what I'm getting that kind of energy. Like, I'm just done, right? I don't want to be here. There's something like that going on, but there actually is a resolution. Look at this one. Okay? There actually is a resolution coming in. You just don't see it coming. Right? But yeah, for real though, you don't see it coming. You don't see this change for the better, but it is actually coming. And I feel like this might be something you've manifested. Could cause you to take a leap of faith, or you might need to take a leap of faith. Yeah, so something about turn around, Gemini, that you never thought would ever turn around. You never thought this would happen. You never thought that this would be viable, a viable option would come into play. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from that. You guys are going to take that as it resonates. What does this mean? The star energy for what Gemini doesn't see coming. We have the 9 of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. That's satisfaction, y'all. And we have the World, okay, which is success, a closing of a chapter, a new one can begin. I also see this popping out, which is the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. That's 10 whole pentacles, but that's self-sufficiency. That is independence. That's being a star at whatever you do. It's shining bright, getting some kind of accolades, recognition, being a master in your field, setting some kind of standard here, being the example. It's giving that kind of energy like, yeah, you're being put up on some kind of pedestal in a professional way, guys, okay? It's like you're the example. You're the shining star. It's like, you know, like your leadership's going. You see what Gemini is doing? Be like Gemini, okay? Shadow Gemini and see if you can be more like them. I need you to be like Gemini. That's the kind of energy I'm getting for somebody out there. For others of you, you're just shining bright and there's going to be some kind of recognition, and this is wish fulfillment. It makes you very happy. It makes you feel like, yes, I am doing the right thing. I am in the right place here. Okay? Everything that I want is working out for me. Yes, okay? Some of you guys maybe have some deep-seated fears that something was not going to work out for you. What is this wish fulfillment that's coming in with this star power for what Gemini do not see coming? We have the Justice. That's Libra energy. Well, that is something working out massively in your favor, okay? This could be a verdict. This could be a winning verdict. This could be the judge ruling in your favor. This could be even in the court of public opinion, like, yeah, people are choosing you. People are on your side. People are siding with you. Your reputation is strong. It's clean. There's something like that, okay? There's something like that. I feel like it was not an easy choice or something wasn't easy, like, for us to get this far, guys. Six of Swords is a sail away, but it's moving forward. It's going into smoother waters. It's feeling like there's less stress, there's less anxiety, there's less overthinking, and we're just good to go, okay? That could be what's happening, guys. I feel like somebody's career is about to take off, especially if you're in entertainment somehow, okay? Like you're performing or you're out there doing your thizzle, okay? Being seen. It's like something about to take off. There could be some communication coming in. Six of Swords can be communication for me. It can be an email. I don't know if people are still faxing. I don't know if that's a thing, but it could be a fax. But it feels like a very satisfactory situation here that's turning in your favor, Gemini, giving you some kind of exposure, recognition in the best way. And we did see that with the raccoon, right? We saw the energy of being seen, okay, and being a little like scared of this, like, you know, bright lights, big city. Some of you guys could get thrusted into the spotlight in a way that you've never had that happen before, and you're like, oh wow, you know, like I did hear guest appearance, so there could be something like that. You know, a Libra could call you for some of you guys, or a Libra could get in touch with you. It feels like overwhelming almost, and I'm getting like bright lights in my face. Like you're not used to that, okay? Like really getting pushed out of your comfort zone. You don't see this coming, but this is actually really good for you. You need to face this fear. Maybe you need to stop telling yourself that there's something wrong with you or that you're not good enough for whatever reason, guys. You are the star here, right? That's what I'm seeing, okay? You've been working hard on something. 7 of Pentacles. You put that much effort and work into something, yeah, it's bound to grow. It's bound to, you know, you're bound to achieve something here. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, there's going to be some kind of celebration here, or a party, or people are raising their glasses to you, or you're getting some kind of, maybe, I don't know, an award or something. I don't know. It's something like that. You don't see this coming, though. It is coming out of nowhere, guys. Okay, let's get on to this lurker here. Okay, this lurker. Who it is? Who this? Okay. Oh, Divine Masculine. Why you always get a bad, bruh? I don't know why. Maybe it's Divine Masculine that's got a lurker. Shit, this whole time, guys, we've been always thinking like it's Divine Masculine that's lurking, or it's a masculine energy that's lurking. Maybe it's the masculine that has a lurker. Okay, for real. You never know, okay? But he was making a fuss, like tangling up, wanting to be seen. Somebody is stressed out by a turn of events, guys, okay? Why are they stressed out by a turn of events? Maybe you've released them back to the streets, okay? That's cold, y'all. My guides are like, wow, sometimes. I'm seeing somebody bring like a scrappy little puppy back to the pound or the pet store or whatever, and being like, nah, this one's defective. There's something up with this one. I want that one over there. I don't know. Maybe somebody's feeling like you dropped them like a sack of hot potatoes. Maybe you did, Gemini. Maybe you did. Okay. I don't know, guys. Okay, what is this lurker? I feel strongly that somebody's stressed out by a turn of events, or somebody's watching you, somebody's paying attention to you, and they're like, how though, or why, or how did we get here? That's another thing I'm getting. Somebody is wondering, how did we get here? There's so much distance between us. We at one point we were so close. I didn't know where I ended and you began. Ew. Okay, but that is the truth though for somebody. Y'all were like this. Okay, is what I'm getting. Like this. Like two sides of the same coin is the energy I'm getting for somebody. And now there's so much distance. It's like, how did we get here? How did we go from best friends, soulmates, I've never met anybody like you in my life, I feel like I could tell you anything, to I don't know that motherfucker, right? How did we get here? How did this even happen? I don't know. Somebody's trying to figure it out. Maybe they're lurking. They figure like if they can just watch you or something, they'll be able to fathom like, how did something happen? Crazy thing is though, Gemini, I'm feeling like some of you guys are like, well, if you put your thinking cap on and you think really, really hard, you'll be able to come up with that answer because it's pretty fucking obvious. That could be something that somebody needs to see. Like maybe somebody's searching externally for the answers of why something happened the way that it happened, but what they really need to do is turn that magnifying glass around and look at themselves in the mirror. Maybe how they showed up or the lack of effort that they put in to show up in the first place is why something went down the way it went down, Gemini. I don't know, but I'm getting a heavy frustration. Yeah. Yes. Because I feel like somebody's like, we had a great thing going. I don't understand. Maybe somebody really doesn't. Maybe they really don't. Because I'm getting like perturbed, you know? Like I'm getting like stressed. Like I don't know why something is happening the way that it's happening. For some of you, this is not for everybody. This is a very, very specific message. So please take it as it resonates. There could be somebody who, again, was married and you kind of went your separate ways from this person a long time ago. There's no way in hell you would figure that this person is still lurking, watching you, and they are. They have kept track of you. They've been following your career. They know about a lot of big changes that have happened in your life. I don't know if you got your social media open, Gemini, or you all got like common friends or acquaintances or something. Or if you are in the public eye, it's pretty hard to hide what's going on or what's happening with you in certain ways. But there is this energy here of somebody knowing and somebody kind of keeping up with you and still watching you. And this might be something that you don't see coming, is like this person stepping forward and you being like, oh shit. But I feel like that's just for a couple of you. That's definitely not for all of you. For the majority of you, what you don't see coming, guys, I don't know if this is not what you didn't see coming, or this is what somebody just doesn't see. They don't understand. Maybe you don't feel like this person worries about you, thinks about you, even remembers who you are. And there could be this energy here of, I am sorry, guys. The cuteness that I am witnessing out of my window right now, I cannot describe in words. Oh my God. Oh my God. There are baby squirrels out there. I cannot handle the cuteness. It is so distracting. They are so cute. They're like little tiny little miniatures. Like you could just, and they just they wrestle with each other and they chase each other up the trees. They're tiny little miniature squirrels. Oh my God, I cannot. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys are gonna have to fast forward through the gushing, but it is just the cutest thing I have ever seen. Like these little baby squirrels. I officially want a pet squirrel, y'all. If I had it my way, I'd have a whole damn zoo in my house, and that's a problem. Because their food bill will probably be higher than mine. All right, anyways, let's move forward. Let's get back on track, guys. I don't know if this is somebody that's watching you, but what you don't see coming is somebody might flood you with their emotions. They might go ahead and just do it. Like, you know what? I want to know why things are the way they are. You know? I'm getting like a "what's the problem" text from somebody. I don't know who this is, but that's not for everybody. But for somebody, I'm getting somebody sending like, well, what's the problem? And you being like, hello, right? Like, who's this? Or I haven't talked to you in a while. I don't know. There's something like that. What is this, though? What Gemini doesn't see coming. This lurker. What Gemini doesn't see coming. This lurker. The Hierophant. Wow, y'all. I'm telling you, this could be somebody married. I don't know why I'm getting that energy, but for somebody out there, this is definitely somebody who is in a prior commitment, or they are held to a very high standard. They don't feel like they have a lot of choices in their life or something, but there's something like that happening. Somebody is also watching you build yourself up or take ownership of something or step into your confidence. I'm also getting the energy of somebody learning some spiritual lessons in regards to you. This is a burden. In whatever regard, this is a burden. This person watching you. Who is this person that's watching Gemini? Unless this is you. Okay? Unless you're the lurker, Gemini. Who is this person that is watching Gemini? Maybe that's what you don't see coming, guys. Listen, if you are the lurker, because this is obviously the majority of you are not, right? But I don't know who all is watching me, so don't get offended if I say things like that. I don't know. For some of you, you are lurking on somebody, and what you're going to find out is that somebody is married, or that somebody has moved on, or that somebody is in a very high level commitment, or somebody has gotten some kind of job, or they bought a house, or there's been a big life change here, okay, that's happened. And that's something you didn't see coming, okay, for whatever reason. That's not for everybody. Who is this person that's lurking? Who is this person that's lurking? Who are they, Spirit? What Gemini does not see coming. Two of Pentacles. Well, this is somebody who's up and down. They're here, they're there, okay? Eight of Swords, Five of Cups I see. I see the Chariot, Cancerian energy. Oh, shit. King of Pentacles, Four of Wands was the one on top. Who are they, though? Who are they? King of Swords. Look, King of Pentacles. Maybe that's what that is, Two of Pentacles. Maybe y'all got several people lurking and watching you. Maybe that's something that you don't see coming, is a couple people coming forward at once, and these people are still watching you, or still like, you know, like you could have somebody from your past. It doesn't even have to be like a significant relationship. This could just be somebody you were talking to, and this person could be like, yeah, I noticed you're still doing good, and you're like, how though? Yeah, it's almost like there's somebody that is keeping tabs on you or keeping track of you, and you're not expecting this person to be keeping track of you. Whether they're male or female, it doesn't really matter, guys, okay? The King of Swords is coming through as somebody who, and these are definitely two different energies, especially with the Two of Pentacles coming out. The King of Swords is coming through as somebody who is analytical. They're trying to figure something out. Again, that's that energy of like, how did we get here? Why are we here? What has happened? What has changed so drastically that this is like we're strangers now? What has happened, right? That's the King of Swords. King of Swords is trying to develop some kind of truth, trying to figure out if his truth or their truth matches what they're actually seeing, okay? King of Pentacles is somebody who I feel like is attached elsewhere or was attached elsewhere at some point, and they're keeping an eye on you. Okay, so there's two different energies, but they're both watching. I feel like you're not really in contact with either one of these energies, guys. Maybe this is, why is this out here for what Gemini doesn't see coming? What do they not see coming about this? About these people lurking? What do they not see coming about this? Judgment. Well, that could be your return. It's like, I'm hearing that song from Usher, These Are My Confessions. I feel like there's going to be some confessions coming through. I feel like somebody is about to come through with some, somebody's about to come through with some communication here, perhaps. Maybe that's what you don't see coming about this. Somebody wants to come in from the cold here. Wait. You walked away. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why do we give a fuck? You walked away, Gemini. I don't know. But these people, okay, listen, guys. I cannot help what comes out in the readings. Trust me, I get sick of these things too. I don't really care. Like, I'm like completely, listen, guys, whatever, okay? I'm like malfunctioning here because of this. Give a fuck, Spirit. Can you tell me? Yeah, you've sailed away from this, right? Devil energy. Somebody could be leaving some kind of toxic energy behind, though. Okay. Wheel of Fortune is going to change something, because I'm asking in my head, like, why do I give a fuck about this? Why do we give a fuck about this? Somebody's going to take some inspired action. Just be aware. What is this breaking news? Listen, I've been jabberjawing a lot lately in these readings. We're already at 1 hour and 5 minutes. What the hell is wrong with me? Breaking news. Yeah, there's some kind of good energy here with this news that's coming through with this 4 of Wands. Breaking news, you got the house. Breaking news, you got the job. Breaking news, you're pregnant. Breaking news, somebody wants to marry you. Yeah, there's some kind of celebration here that's coming through. You're going to be really excited about this, guys. You don't see this coming, though. Okay? The moon. Yeah, but your intuition has been telling you this. There's fears surrounding this because it's a big life change. You know, buying a house, having a baby, getting married. These are big life changes that, yeah, even though it's exciting, even though you're happy about it, Ace of Cups, even though it's a new chance, a new start here, it's still scary, right? Because there's unknowns here that we have to face. You know, there's changes. We have to be responsible for something. I get married. I'm in this now. I'm committed. I have to be responsible here. I buy a house. I have to be responsible. You know, have a baby, I gotta raise somebody, I gotta, you know, again, be responsible. I'm getting like a responsible energy, especially with the Emperor coming out here, okay? Yeah, it feels like you're gonna have to be responsible for something, or you're stepping up to the plate here. But yeah, this is a big life change coming through. You're gonna be really happy about this, like some kind of harmony, celebration. It's gonna make you feel more secure. You have the Knight of Cups. This can make you really happy, guys, okay? This could be somebody wanting to approach you as well. Holy shit, this reading was frustrating for me. Let's, I mean, it wasn't and then it was, right? It's like a Sour Patch Kid. First they're sour, then they're sweet. I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's get some advice and additional messages. Advice and additional messages, guys, okay? Advice and additional messages. We have make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. Yes, okay? 9 of Cups. There is going to be wish fulfillment that's coming in, guys. You've manifested something is what I'm getting. We have 2. Contemplation time. Spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. Coming out with tranquility. Make time to relax. Be still. Enjoy your solitude. Indulging in much needed self-care. Yeah. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Like, some of you guys are just going to be relaxing, taking care of your own needs. I feel like a lot of this energy is going to come your way. You're not really going to go searching for it. We have dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding here. See something, listen, okay? The dream big with the raccoon, with this star energy. Some of you guys are about to get thrusted into the spotlight here, or into some sense of recognition, or you're gonna be thrown to like the top of your company, or you're gonna have a very prominent spot or something like this, where you're not expecting all this change and this movement and all these eyes to be on you, this recognition to come your way. You are not expecting this, but it is coming, Gemini. It is about to happen. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. Dream big. You are about to, somebody is about to have some kind of like, it feels like major success. when it comes to their career. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt. Remember that you are God's perfect child, okay? Take that as it resonates. Playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestation. I want another deck. I know we're already over an hour, so fuck it. Let's just keep going. Why not, okay? I want another deck. Advice and additional messages for Gemini gang. We have learned from life. This card is interesting too because she like about to walk out the door and then there's this hand that's confronting her almost. That's what I'm getting. For some of you, there might be a scene just like this where like you run into somebody and you're like, ugh, and this person's got the hand up. Well, I just, I want to explain some things. I don't know what that is, guys, but I feel like somebody wants to explain something or they want to confront you, but not in like a bad way. They just want to talk to you is what I'm getting. Sun and stars. Yeah, there's a sense of destiny here, guys. Something is definitely divine intervention is at play. Like I called that from the very beginning. We have listening to wisdom. So listen to your inner guidance as it will give you valuable information. We have affirmations of acceptance. Yeah, some of you guys, you might need to just accept that something is what it is. We have meditation for peace and serenity. Plant the seeds, and then seasonal harvest. Interesting. We have plant the seeds with the harvest. That's a full cycle, a full circle. Something that you've planted the seeds on, you're about to get a harvest, but you're not expecting this for whatever reason, guys, okay? All right. All right, guys, that has been your reading. I do hope it helps, hope it resonates, hope it does something, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.